Here's an even more comprehensive and detailed coding and programming tutorial designed to guide you from the absolute basics all the way to advanced concepts. This version dives deeper into core topics, examples, and best practices, ensuring you get a thorough understanding of programming. Comprehensive Coding and Programming Tutorial 1. Introduction to Programming. What is programming? Programming is the process of instructing a computer to perform specific tasks. Through programming, you write code that allows a computer to do anything from basic calculations to controlling hardware, creating software, or enabling complex data analysis. The building blocks of programming. 1. Syntax, the rules governing the structure of code. 2. Semantics, the meaning behind the code you write. 3. Logic, the reasoning behind how you solve problems with code. 2. Choosing a programming language. Popular programming languages and their use cases. 1. Python. Use case: web development, data science, machine learning, automation, scripting. Why learn? Easy to read syntax, large community, vast ecosystem, libraries for nearly anything. Example: basic syntax. Python program to add two numbers, def add a b, return a plus b print, add 10 5. Ans output 15.2. JavaScript, use case, web development, front end and back end, mobile app development via frameworks like React Native, interactive websites. Why learn? Essential for building dynamic websites, also used in backend with Node.js. Example: simple web interaction, HTML Click Me 3. Java, use case, large-scale web apps, mobile apps, Android, enterprise applications. Why learn? Robust, object-oriented, widely used in large organizations. Example: Java public class, hello world, public static void, main string args, system.out.println, hello, world, 4.C++ : use case: system programming, game, development, performance critical applications. Why learn? High performance, control over system resources, essential for hardware and gaming. Example: CPP include using namespace, std, int main, int a source 5, b source 10, count, sum is a plus b endl, output, sum is 15 return 0, 5. Ruby, use case, web development, particularly with the Ruby on Rails framework. Why learn? Elegant, concise, and great for rapid development. Example: Ruby def greet, name, puts hello on name, end greet, Alice. Output, hello, Alice. 6. SQL for databases. Use case: querying and managing relational databases. Why learn? Most applications need to store and retrieve data from databases. Example: SQL select from users. Where age greater than 21. 3. Basic coding concepts. Variables and data types. Variables are used to store values in memory. Each variable has a data type that defines the kind of value it holds. Primitive data types: integer, int, whole numbers, e.g., 5, -3. Floating point, float, decimal numbers, e.g., 3.14, -0.5. String, str. Sequence of characters, e.g., hello world, boolean, bool. True or false values. Control structures. Control structures help guide the flow of execution in your programs. If-else statements. Used to make decisions. Python, if age greater than or equal to 18. Print, adult. Else, print, minor. Loops. Used to repeat actions. For loop. Ideal for iterating over a sequence. Python for I in range. 5. Print, I. Outputs numbers 0 through 4. While loop, ideal when you don't know the number of iterations ahead of time. Python count, #0, while count. 5. Print count, count, plus 1. Functions and methods. Functions are blocks of reusable code that perform a specific task. You can pass data into functions via parameters, and functions can return values using the return keyword. 4. Intermediate programming concepts. Arrays on lists. An array, or list in Python, is a collection of elements. They are used to store multiple values in a single variable. Example, Python. Python fruits. Apple, banana, cherry, print, fruits. 1. Output, banana dictionaries, key value pairs. A dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. It allows you to quickly retrieve a value based on its associated key. Example, Python, Python person, name, Alice, age, 30, city, New York, print, person, name. Output, Alice Object-Oriented Programming, OOP. OOP organizes code into objects, which are instances of classes. Classes define the structure and behavior of objects. Key concepts, classes, blueprints for creating objects. Objects, instances of a class. Example, Python, Python class, dog, def, init, self, name, breed, self, name, name self.breed, breed, def bark, self, return, f, self.name, says woof, dog, dog, buddy, golden retriever, print, dog.bark. Output, buddy says woof, 5. Advanced programming concepts, data structures. Data structures are ways of organizing and storing data. Some important ones include arrays, lists, a collection of elements, usually of the same data type. Stacks, last in first out, LIFO structure. Example, a stack of plates, where the last plate added is the first to be removed. Queues, first in first out structure. Example, a line at a checkout counter. Linked lists, a linear data structure where elements are stored in nodes, with each node pointing to the next node. Trees, a hierarchical structure, commonly used to represent hierarchical data like file systems or database indexes. Graphs, nodes, vertices, connected by edges, useful for representing networks. Algorithms, an algorithm is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. Key algorithms include sorting, algorithms that rearrange items in a specific order, e.g., quicksort, merge sort. Searching, finding an item in a collection, e.g., binary search, linear search. Example, binary search in Python. Python def binary, hahan search, ARR, target. Left right, 0, len r, 1, while left hunch right, mid, left plus right, 2 if r mid. Bosh target, return mid, elif r mid. Target left haj mid plus 1 else, right haj mid, 1 return minus 1 print binary search open bracket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 close bracket 5, 6, 4. Output 3. Concurrency and multi-threading. Concurrency allows multiple tasks to run simultaneously. Multi-threading, where a single process manages multiple threads, can improve performance, especially in I/O-bound or CPU-intensive applications. Example, Python. Python import threading def print numbers. For I in range, 5, print I def print letters. For letter in A, B, C, D, E, print letter, creating threads, T1, and threading. Thread, target, type print numbers. T2 and threading. Thread, target, high print letters. Starting threads, T1, start, T2, start. Waiting for both threads to finish, T1 dot, join T2 dot, join 6. Web development basics. Front-end development. Front-end development is about building the part of a website or application that users interact with. This typically involves HTML, hypertext markup language, for structuring content. CSS, cascading style sheets, for styling and layout. JavaScript, adds interactivity to websites. Back-end development. Back-end development focuses on the server-side logic, databases, and APIs that power the functionality of a web application. Popular back-end technologies: Node.js, JavaScript runtime, Flask Django, Python frameworks, Ruby on Rails, Ruby, Express.js, Node.js framework. Databases, SQL databases, e.g., MySQL, PostgreSQL, structured databases with tables and rows, NoSQL databases, e.g., MongoDB, flexible databases that store data in documents or key value pairs, basic SQL query, example, SQL select name, age from users, where age greater than or equal to 18. 7. Tools and best practices version. Control with Git. Git is essential for managing code, collaborating with others, and tracking changes. Debugging. Debugging tools help you identify issues in your code. Modern IDEs, e.g., Visual Studio Code, PyCharm, and browsers for JavaScript, have built-in debuggers. Code style and documentation. Follow PEP 8, Python's official style guide, or similar style guides for other languages to write clean, readable code. Comment your code. Explain complex logic to make it easier for others and your future self to understand. 8. Practice and projects. The best way to learn programming is by building projects. Here are a few project ideas. Simple calculator. Implement basic arithmetic operations. To-do list. App. Learn CRUD operations with a front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and back end, Node.js, Python, etc. Weather app. Use an API to fetch weather data and display it to the user. Project example. To-do list with Python Flask and SQLite. 1. Backend, Flask. Python from Flask import. Flask, render template, request, redirect import SQLite 3. Conclusion. Programming is a skill that requires consistent practice and learning. Start with the basics, explore different areas like web development, data science, and game development, and continually challenge yourself with real-world projects. Over time, you'll build your confidence and become proficient in solving increasingly complex problems. Remember to leverage documentation, coding communities, and practice platforms, e.g., LeetCode, HackerRank, to enhance your learning experience. Plus, always remember to like, share, and subscribe for more informative coding videos at Comparizone 11. Peace out.